The leaves being prepared for food are from edible wild plants, but which are the only option in dire times. NTV was told they have the effect of causing extreme weight loss.
When you go to there, the which or the will direct a lot. When you just like this, too, then their stomach will become
Lokot says the biting famine has presented them with no other choice. In June, his father, who is buried here, succumbed to what he suspects was hunger.
Days, Muse had not eaten for 2 days. So he was still preparing for the Muse porridge. That day the Muse slept to the porridge. So now in the morning, around 8, so when he pushed the door, because the Muse had died.
Other neighbors, NTV found 60-year-old Martina Maruk, who told us she has spent 2 days without a meal. She is the caretaker of 2 grandchildren, both below 10 years. When we arrived, one of the children, whose mother passed on and the father abandoned them, was eating a fried fermented mixture used to brew local liquor.
You couldn't look for work, even failed to get where to work from. So nothing affected him. Some sickness also came in, like sort of malaria. That's why our body came weak like that, started like that. Actual labor became.
Many homesteads in the trading center either have a starving person or there is a family whose loved one has died from hunger.
Last time there was the issue of insecurity that brought people in to come and stay within the trading center here. Those people who have been staying in the villages came in and got where to be, they began renting within the trading center here. So it increased the number of households here. Apparently, right now, as I speak, there are some families which cannot even afford even 1,000 shillings like this.
Families have been forced to harvest premature crops.
The situation we are having here is where you have children who are feeding on raw sorghum, and the families are actually harvesting raw sorghum from the garden. Like you can see, this is being dried here so that they can depend on it. This is premature sorghum. It has not yet dried.
Ironically, the 2 sub-counties of Nabwal and Iriri, where deaths have been registered, are in the green belt of Karamoja and serve as a food basket, but not this time round.
Previously, 2 years ago, there was a lot of drought followed by floods, and because of that, people did not cultivate. The thinking the district had was that because of being a green belt, people had some other mechanisms of coping up, looking at how the place has been productive and fertile.
The deaths registered in the green belt arose from miscalculation by the local government and authorities at the center.
It was not done with the consultation of the district. Of course, owing to the fact that these other areas are very dry. So there was that kind of belief that those areas, they have produced something. The missing link was that the team from maybe the office of the Prime Minister would have come here, the disaster team, would have come to the ground to assess what is already in the reports.
This morning, a consignment of emergency relief from the office of the Prime Minister was delivered to Napak.
Portion of 50 kilograms per bag, we received 400 bags of 50 kilograms each. And beans, we got 200 bags of 50 kilograms each.
Unfortunately, more lives could be lost before the distribution commences on Saturday.
The thing is that we want to verify together the list, not to leave anybody who is extremely food insecure. And that's the reason why the LOC one, because the food has just arrived this morning, meaning we need now to call all the LOC ones. By tomorrow, we would have concluded the exercise, and then Saturday.
However, the leadership say there is a window for provision to the most vulnerable before Saturday. The Prime Minister, Robin Anabanja, told Parliament on Wednesday that Cabinet had tasked the Ministry of Finance, Planning and Economic Development to put aside 135 billion shillings for procurement of food for the areas stricken by famine in the sub-region. Jackson Onyango, reporting for NTV in Karamoja.